Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
Huh? But why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find—
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within and the first thing I'll do—
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon—
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars, which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
All right, I'll see you there.
Are you running away?
There should be enough bark samp. I came here to assist Tainar, but these trees— I can't help but wonder just how these mushrooms got— Right. Even the smallest change in one variable— No, do you know why fungi only grow on Because that's what they've always done. They're all vegetarian.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could—
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you?
Dinyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding?
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my
Resignation? You mean?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you.
When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you...
So what are you gonna do?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan, I guess life is short. And I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing all...
Well, I remember a friend.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect...
We just came from
Did he tell you that he's...
What?
I heard that Azar and his...
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither.
Ugh, forget about it. I'll hate them probably just like the way I worked and knew I'm good enough.
But you know, it's because you're super...
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live. In fact,
Even if being
a lion has...
I don't...
I'm glad to hear you. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me.
Huh?
Well, no, not...
So, have...
Oh,
She heard that you were...
Huh. My lady has been...
right. And
So what it really...
I bet the letters at the...
No wonder there wasn't a reply.
Sorry to make you two...
it must be something important.
Yes!
Great.
Count me in, too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the...
Since it's being...
All right, then...
The feast will be held...
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, but...
The General Mahamat...
Oh.
But as for Rahman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to... Don't mention it.
All right, I'm torn...
Don't forget to stay hydrated. Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70% goes to investigating, 10% to making a final decision, and the remainder for execution.
Running away?
You are not welcome here.
Keep up.
Enshroud!
Allow me.
Locked on! One with the force!
Rust and Reba. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Rick!
I'll be back.
Open sesame. Oh, now I'm hungry.
Target acquired.
Are you running away? You really are a one-trick pony, you know. Huh. 10 points for agility.
Enshroud!
Boba, get them!
I got him cornered! Claim these souls!
Glory to which none can compare! Especially not when I'm in a bad mood. Measly insects! Now you must pay!
Everything has its use.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that it?
Is this really necessary?
It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tainari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
Mm-hmm, and Tainari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right?
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh,
I've already talked with Candace, but you know one of the people—
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert.
Roman!
Oh,
Oh,
Don't worry,
I see.
I'm doing well.
Same here.
oh, tell
Yeah,
All right, well, I've decided to.
What?
It's not that I will no longer pursue. I plan to.
Wow.
Sataria will be. She can't teach every.
Yes, that is the true me.
The people of King Desh, the stars have always.
Oh, please. Where's all of
You deserve.
Sataria's idea will bring much good.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were light. Sataria. These words sparked. I gathered up the courage.
Azar has received much needed punishment. Though, if you ask,
Lord Sino helped me. My plan was able to go smooth.
You're all doing
Aside from that,
Lesser Lord Kusanali has. I applied for a few badges.
That's exact.
Apart from this, we must be persistent about.
This is the first. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful. I hope people with.
Enough about us.
No, not at all. Neva wanted to write a celebration at the feast will also be, although...
Celebration? Feet? It's the first.
Tainari was right.
It's rare to see that.
No, not really.
Well, I still have.
I'm afraid I won't. The messages. I'm sorry for how you and the art. Please keep dancing.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well.
Got it.
Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along. Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up.
I propose that.
Nah, there won't be any.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drink.
Everything looks.
Wow. Whoa. The food was specially prepared for you by everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru.
Ah, feels kind of nice.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's. And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something.
We owe it to our abilities. And
Really? Why do I remember?
That's how I remember it too.
it's luck that brought us together. Moreover, judging.
Yeah. It was almost like a everyone played their... So, would you say we're good actors too? It's such a blessing.
Yes, even after being abandoned. Lesser Lord Kusanali one. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No,
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser...
I respect our deities to sit while we're on this topic.
Are you trying to say...
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from... But seriously,
I did have my own motive. If the rules of our nation...
by that, you mean...
Precisely.
Wait, is that all? So, that's the only reason why
It's reason enough.
You've certainly...
You flatter me.
All right then.
That's right.
Will you be happy with...
It's not about being...
Even so,
Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively... No. The Grand Bazaar is like that happiness is... I see... Oh well.
My lady,
Yes, I also... What an amazing...
you said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello! Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, less of that...
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often have a lot to handle these days.
there you... Well, how is it? That is the first time I've ever invited You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think of me. I can't explain... Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up, of course. Just wake... It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with... The connection between us is amazing. It's like floor... I heard there's an... Lately, I've been so... Folly. Please say thank you to oh. But what if I end up Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just It's me. Huh? That voice...
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting.
No, of course not. Are you... Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hello, Neil. You know who I am? Yes. I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the Traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much. Without you, without any of you, had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, people refer to... Please, allow me...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you...
Dinyerzad.
You don't need to be so ceremonious.
This is how the relationship between the academia and...
You're an Archon, but you act so humble.
I'm on... Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to... Alright, since she should be in the... Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water. So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you. Is there anything you want to know? Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet? Huh? You mean... About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother. Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on her or her brother. This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your brother. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on him after all. What? There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to this world. But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat? According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, he began his journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly become fuzzy. What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to him? All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows? But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world. Something else I noticed was that What's a descender? Paimon's never heard of it. Look, I'm sure you must be curious about a very important part of the intel was Traveler. You are Teyvat's 4th descender. Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler, and her brother isn't even one of them? That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time. Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new info. And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from some. I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future.
I'm sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't. Alright, that's enough talk for today.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these Descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from some... And as for your brother...
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after.
Yeah, well, I want to write my...
Yes, you came to me.
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma! Is it just Paimon or is it kinda unusual? Great, let's go find out what the...
All right, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
Oh, you're...
Hey, what's with that face?
No, of course. This is my first time.
So what, for the, traveler, I hear you've helped...
Actually, we don't know much about that place either.
My teacher chose...
If you don't mind.
Hold on, Sawada.
Well, fair point.
Let me give you... But in the end, apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a Kabuki Mono.
That's right. Alchemist...
So first this strange person goes missing.
Yes,
Stop shouting!
This part's important. It just so happened, even back then.
Wait, so there are...
That's right!
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah,
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things... Something then seems to have
kinda hard.
Sawada, you left out the...
Oh, yes!
Get to the point!
According to information acquired by...
Puppet?
Aha!
No! Paimon just meant...
I agree.
Oh, and please Sawada was... Oh!
Wait! You're allowed to just make...
Akaba... Besides, if there really was a political power...
Good point.
We have some other stuff to do.
All right, thank you.
Hey, so... That thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it? Okay, then, even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in... Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like... the balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Traveler, Paimon, there you...
Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be lacked at?
I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, it was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me.
A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was...
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all?
But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us!
As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to the balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui...
Wait a second.
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen...
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you serious about this?
Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. how things will go in the future. Our minds have connected. As Sumeru's deal, if this deal with the Balladeer hits my pleasure real.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though of course, I'll be there to help guide you. Great. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Shut your beak!
I understand that prisoners have to put—
Sounds like a successful run. I need to be quite unlike anywhere else. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Fine, let's call it truce, but only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are going to be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you—
If there are no further objections, or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy, it's unbearable.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. Wow, so thick. Ooh, Paimon's never seen anything like this, and it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Teyvat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with...
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with no...
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is good, so... Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answer. Well done. Smart and attentive as always. So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's...
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida...
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on...
Really? Because from what they were saying...
Oh? How interesting.
So the Gase got it...
Well...
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation. Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So,
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait! How did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh?
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the the agreement, you have to share it with them.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Whoa!
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place, like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatara Suna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown, all passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, you allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our...
You flatter me.
So you say, Ash.
My good...
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting your new... And recently, none of the people who went out to get... But that doesn't faze you.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite...
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events.
After all... Why, Mr.
Enough! I'm here because an evil... I'm in charge here.
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust...
Drop the act! We're past that now. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you...
You...
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, it's a long... And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
Oh, but you're quite wrong.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this.
It's no trouble if you must know. Just to create...
That's it.
Look how even the righteous so... My device function... It is easier. Make no mistake.
He has nothing.
What a beautiful way to see the world. Think of me as a... I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend be... Mr. Niwa? Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not...
Dottore. Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine? But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon does.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. So now you have the complete. It was all a horrific of all the unwit. After the events, the load was far. The mechanic answered. The mechanic removed. The balladeer was. He thought Niwa.
Holy mo.
Yes. Only it.
Tatori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have it won't.
Hey, are you investigating?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Tevat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world. Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens respond?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your brother for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me. Give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past? Done.
happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking her for helping me. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real... But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta... Oh, no.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now?
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out!
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as...
We're out!
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't... He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff happened already in real... It's like... Imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember... So... Paimon's so confused. Huh? Ah! Sorry. Paimon accidentally... But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't ever... There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But, so, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, alright, Paimon will start. Andrean chili chick. What do we... Paimon was, talking? Huh. The balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything...
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't... The once renowned Ryzen Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma, Futsu, Ish. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, most of the great swordsmith, but fortunately, if my memory serves...
Oh, yeah! We learned a bit about the decline of the...
In fact, he told me that there is no harm in the Ryzen Gokuden.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day. And overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but the smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son was left to fend for himself. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was powerless, alas. If finally, in his fury, but when he came to... That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose...
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke... My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit. On to the next...
Traveler! It's been a while. If you're looking for...
Are they out on...
The commissioner is out on...
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else...
We'll be heading in then.
Hello, dears. Of course, what would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, as for...
So pretty.
Very much.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very well. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the... I must say... Whenever the commissioner, they say, they get it, Miss Kamisa. It's been as someone who, so in the future, wonderful.
Paimon likes it. Paimon's itching to try it.
Of course.
All right, goodbye for now. Great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see her.
All right, then.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything.
Very well. Safe.
Are you running away?
Do I have company?
What kind of person comes to a place like this and just...
Hey, I wasn't.
Sure you were.
Why are you...
Oh, he said to talk...
Oh, is there something you want to know about? My name's Xavier. Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my head. Not only that, but I've met people in Ina's... Oh, well, it's a long story. I'm told that its history is one of the most
A couple? When?
One was just in the... They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask...
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we...
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman, for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned. Of course! Don't...
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but keep your smile, Spinal Crockett. Come on. You got... All right.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to talk?
It's the same topic we discussed last...
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we do...
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh? Oh, of course.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma.
Wow, so many.
Well, well. So it...
Ugh. This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis.
Yes, okay, point taken, you...
And they're back at it.
Oh, so...
You're welcome. See...
Keep us in the loop if you find out...
Will do. Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then she decided she wanted to go to Inazuma.
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name. You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me? Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because... well, because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The Traveler comes from a world beyond Tevat. That's why there's no information about her in Irminsul. And it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect her. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten,
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this balladeer guy's
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that. Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died. Once the balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to. This story makes sense. The balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friend. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in...
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything she has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale? That somehow has something to do with the bell?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the Kabuki-mono in other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered Irminsul.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew she'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one she told us. The now erased life of the balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree, who had been abandoned by the human. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender, and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. Never again would it cherish a single creature how it wished to. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it in—
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get— Paimon has no memory of
the Balladeer before he vanished. We still don't know how to change—
It sounds like Paimon—
This is why wisdom— So the answer is not everything. When you give someone to others looking up, never forget that, and that is what you—
Yeah.
Good idea.
You got it. Come. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up. What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get— What is it? Have you figured it all out? fun.
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out.
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you... I don't want to take...
No, please.
You're welcome.
Leave it to me.
Stop. You don't want money.
That's right. We can talk.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stick.
10 points for agility.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Oh, all right.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with? You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
A puppet? What makes you think?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important. Okay, but please let—
Are you really working for them?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm.
That's odd.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come—
Then let's return to this.
Running away?
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really...
Something's come up.
I was just about...
What?
I get it, okay? But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world. Like you had nowhere to be, and didn't even care that it was rain. Imagine you and me for a... But anyway, taking...
But I don't... No. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye.
Don't mention it, kiddo.
Thank you. All right, done.
one-trick pony, you know.
Vahida! Vahida!
What's wrong? Huh? Are you...
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you're trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation? Oh, you want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear, but I'll be able to handle it. Please.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of cause and effect. A cycle of karma.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right...
It seems like...
We're not trying to hurt your feelings.
If we were enemies, why are you...
This is so frustrating! He's got so much...
Lesser Lord Kusanagi...
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves.
Please, I want to see them for myself.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet.
Very well.
Wait, shouldn't we...
Don't worry.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
This looks like Ina's...
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your These memories will show you the raw truth.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me.
We never give up halfway. Well...
Alright.
Wanderer.
Is that because...
You...
I hear footsteps.
This place is... No, there's... You're...
This man is...
And the rest is history.
In the original...
Let me get you...
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. As the second... But Katsuragi...
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty. But
I was abandoned, like...
Okay, I heard my mom and he kept coughing.
But you can't.
Yup. This child didn't. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. After leaving to talk...
What happened to the child?
He died from his illness.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family!
The voices have gone.
Let's keep going. Are you running away?
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Come at me! Went too far.
This place is dark.
In the original version of events, the trap...
Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Huh. What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible. And don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about...
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never failed to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she... Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come.
Yes. Please
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results and your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best...
Looks like we have arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the...
Welcome. I look forward to a...
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible, in the event that a successful connection...
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiment?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not...
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of...
Let's move on.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between...
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppet? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the...
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear, no matter the consequences. I won't run from blame. Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current...
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. With each person being as a puppet living in a human world, my life...
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me, but then I met you, and I finally... I've always felt I haven't, so I beg you.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours. You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free?
A puppet? What's he doing here?
It's...
You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is... my...
Is he alright?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
This is trying my patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
Have you got any more stupid questions?
Feeble human!
Squall and Fury! Too slow.
Behold, at my command, you shall fall!
The wind rises.
Feeble human! Behold, my endless cycle begins!
Know the place.
Squall and Fury. Insignificant pest!
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too! What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream...
Come on. Let's continue.
Welcome back, Traveler. Paimon. You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, after learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the 6th is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, what you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world—
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information now.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan, but before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. Oh, right. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well. I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrent in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, You did me a favor, and I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway...
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up...
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't...
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too!
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're... The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Have you got anything? Are you sure? Oh, all right.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet? Take your time. I don't need everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to...
You mean
the doctor.
Now that your stance...
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. I don't plan to leave Sumeru even though the events have been erased from the world.
I see.
Huh? But...
It's fine. What's that look for? That day will come. Alright. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time.
Yeah, true. But even so we can finally...
Thank you both.
I've got it! I can end my novel with...
You mean because...
Yeah! I heard the dark clap then, one night. All these expressions... Life is a...
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tired... Wow! Huh? Look at that... Did someone...
You sound lost and confused. I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
The voices disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff? Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean? Feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
Ad Astra at...
Hold the line! Oh, glory! Deadwood Blaze and Dragonfire!
One thing after another. One with the Force.
Billowing Surge! Rust and Rebuild! Hold the line!
And Shroud!
Allow me! Boba, get the...
Target acquired. Claim these souls!
Glory to which none can compare! Especially not when it's a bad mood. Measly insects! Must pay!
One with the Force.
Rust and Rebuild! Covenant of the Deep! Nice and spicy!
Locked on.
Hold the line! At the frying pan! Water! Bow before your king! Submit your souls in sacrifice!